Okay, let's dive straight into this explainer. We're breaking down the absolute hardcore playbook for building a wildly profitable solo AI business, pulling the exact strategies straight from top founders who've actually done it. Imagine this for a second. If you lost everything today, no team, zero funding, absolutely no coding skills, how exactly would you make your first 10 grand a month in 2026? We're not talking about those $100 million VC headlines today. Nope. We're looking at the quiet, high-margin, solo AI business playbook that literally anyone can execute right from their laptop. Let's look at Daniel Priestley for a second. He took this incredibly manual $15,000 client project over in the UK, totally automated it using AI, and transformed it into Score app. Fast forward to today, it is fully bootstrapped, sitting at exactly 8,500 paying customers and growing at a rock-solid 4% month over month. No crazy overhead, just relentless execution. Section 1. Pick a boring niche through ruthless segmentation. So how do you actually find that niche? We're going to lean on a framework from Opus Clip CEO Young. His biggest rule? Completely avoid whatever is considered cool. He points out that a restaurant, that's not a niche. A Chinese restaurant? Still not a niche. Honestly, even a Canton Chinese restaurant isn't segmented enough. You literally have to decide, are you the Zara of Canton restaurants or are you the Chanel? You've got to ruthlessly segment your idea until it simply cannot be divided any further. And here's what that kind of hyper-segmented niche looks like in the real world. One entrepreneur set up a brilliant microservice. A parent comes in, selects their kid's age and preferred art style, pays exactly 50 cents, and boom, it instantly generates 30 custom printable deer and unicorn coloring pages. It's an entirely automated, instant delivery business that solves a very specific, immediate need for parents. Or let's pivot to B2B. Madi over at 11 Labs points out this massive, totally unsexy gap: local businesses. Think about things like local doctor appointment scheduling or booking an auto mechanic. These local shops bleed thousands of dollars every month simply because no one's around to pick up the phone, or the nurses are just way too busy to manage the calls. Deploying automated voice agents into this specific gap is an absolute goldmine. And get this, it requires zero coding to set up. Moving on to Section 2, no-code building blocks, from idea to product. Amjad Masad from Replit recently shared a story that completely shatters the old technical barrier. There was the CFO at a VC firm. He had deep domain expertise, but absolutely zero coding skills. Nothing. But by using AI tools, he built his entire dream app in exactly 3 months. He went out, sold it, secured the contracts, and is now on track to make $5 million. He literally quit his day job over this. So how exactly did a non-coder pull that off? Masad says the secret is you must over-communicate with the AI agent. Look, even if you don't know the first thing about prompt engineering, just over-communicate what you want. And here is the absolute crucial part. Do not quit after 6 hours. Most people hit a wall and give up right at that 6-hour mark. Pushing past that barrier, having that grit, is exactly what differentiates the winners from everyone else. Section 3. Zero budget traffic strategy and organic distribution. Gary Vee actually explicitly laid this out. He said if he lost everything today, he would build a SaaS app priced somewhere between $5 and $50 a month. And to get customers, he would pump out unlimited organic content across LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. He heavily emphasizes leveraging the completely free brand building ecosystem of social media to drive awareness directly into a low-friction subscription. But hey, getting those users is only half the battle, right? Keeping them is a whole different beast. Social media algorithms are constantly shifting beneath our feet, which means you have to own your audience. Using retention platforms like Omniscient actually generates an average $79 return for every single dollar spent on email and SMS marketing. You really need systems running these automations in the background so you can focus 100% of your energy on acquiring more clients. The infrastructure here really matters. You want to look for tools that offer things like 3 to 5 days of free migration, round-the-clock human support, and an average response time of under 5 minutes. The playbook is you secure the customer on social media, but you actually monetize and retain them in their inbox. Section 4, the 90-day launch plan, where speed is absolutely everything. Alex Mashrub, the guy who scaled Higgsfield to tens of millions in revenue, insists you absolutely do not need VC funding. What you need is this aggressively tight timeline. Check this out. Day 1, you start product development and build your MVP. Day 30, you achieve your very first dollar of monetization. And by day 90, you scale that to a $1 million annual run rate. To put that in perspective, that's exactly $80,000 a month, all within 90 days. So to hit that $80K a month target, strictly using organic traffic, here is the exact step-by-step social media distribution pipeline you need to follow. You start small, seeding your product in niche communities on X. Once you have a spark there, your messaging pushes to XAI news pages. As that gains traction, it naturally cascades over to Instagram news pages, then up to creator integrations, and finally, it floods into Telegram communities. That is the exact flow that cascades a product launch to the masses. But what if it completely flops the first time? Simple. You launch again. I've literally seen founders launch the exact same product 3 or 4 different times. You just iterate the messaging, you change the title. For example, tweaking a headline from Try Our Code Editor to Try Python and Ruby is often all it takes to hit the top of Hacker News. If it fails the first 3 times, remember that extreme iteration and relentless resourcefulness are basically your only true moats right now. Section 5, the Hardcore Playbook Review. Let's lock in this master blueprint. Let's quickly rapid-fire review these exact metrics so they stick. Daniel Priestley turned a $15K manual project into 8,500 recurring users. In the B2B space, we looked at that 50-cent microservice generating 30 coloring sheets. For B2B, it was local voice agents for mechanics and dentists. For the build phase, we saw a non-technical CFO hit $5 million in exactly 3 months. On the retention side, a $79 ROI using Omniscient. And the master timeline? First dollar by day 30 and 1 million ARR by day 90. If you take absolutely nothing else away from today's explainer, let it be this one core truth. Speed and extreme niche selection matter significantly more than technical skill in the AI era. The winners right now aren't the best coders. They are simply the high agency individuals who are moving way faster than everyone else. All right, now it is totally your turn to act. If you were going to replicate this exact 10K a month project today, what is your very first step? Seriously, drop your execution plan in the comments below. Let's debate the hardest parts of getting started, and I'll jump in to personally help you avoid the biggest pitfalls. And hey, once you leave that comment, I will send over the complete step-by-step checklist, the exact tool list, and the full mind map so you can start executing your 90-day plan today. Get to work, and I'll see you in the comments.